Hi, welcome to my second YouTube video ever, and we're gonna talk about retail. I'm gonna let you sit with that for a second. We're gonna talk about retail, aka one of the worst jobs you could get as a full-time college student or any kind of student. Basically, I don't suggest going into retail. I genuinely don't. The reason I say this is because this past winter, I had decided that I needed a job and I wanted money. I saw that a store that was relatively close to my house was hiring for a seasonal hire. And I was like, okay, I can, let's try out retail. Maybe they'll hire me. And they did. And right off the bat, it was a little strange just because I was treated differently because I was a seasonal hire. And when I say treated differently, I mean treated bad by other coworkers. And not just fellow employees, associates, I mean key holders. And essentially, if you don't know what a key holder is basically a manager that just has a key to the store. And I was honestly treated like shit. I liked working there, to be honest. I didn't mind dealing with customers and having product knowledge and doing the register. I didn't mind doing any of that stuff. It was honestly just the people that I worked with that made it such a sucky environment. And to be fair, sometimes you're just gonna get a group of people that just doesn't like you. And you can't do anything about it. All you can really do is do your job. Seriously. I honestly was not rude to anybody there. I was respectful. I didn't say or do anything to come off as disrespectful. But I was treated like shit by my managers. And, it's honestly just really sad because I did like that job. But it's just the people, man, the people. So, let's talk about a few of the problems of working in retail. So, sometimes you're going to have to deal with really rude and arrogant customers, which I have. And to be honest, I take it as a joke, so it doesn't hurt me. Restocking and having to go around and maintenance the store during store hours, which is it's not that bad. Honestly, it gives you something to do. It's not terrible. One thing that I can say is terrible. Oh my god. Fitting room. Fitting room. I hated doing fitting room. I hated it. I hated it. Especially when we were busy. Because normally what I would do is if it's one person, oh my god. What was that? Normally if it's one person, I let them go into the fitting room. They come out. I go into the fitting room to clean and take out whatever they left there. I put it on a rack so that somebody else can take it and put it back. And then I do the same process for the next person. When we were busy, I could not do that. Them fitting rooms looked absolutely horrendous. It was terrible, and I felt like shit for letting them get that bad, but I couldn't do anything about it because there was a line of people waiting for the fitting room and we only had two of them. Okay, other than fitting room, honestly, when you work in retail, it depends on the people you work with. Because you could work with really amazing people who are positive in every way and are genuinely not just trying to be your coworker, but trying to have some kind of nicer platonic relationship with you. Or you can get what I have and be treated differently because you are a seasonal hire. Yeah, I don't know why, but I got treated like shit, not only by my coworkers, but by my managers as well. So there's that. There was a time that a manager had me. We're gonna call her Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy had me organizing scarves. We do left to right for colors, lightest to darkest, and then patterns. I think they go on the end. I did that, and like 5 minutes later, I catch her fixing it, even though I did what she told me to do. And the only reason why she had me doing it was because she wanted to talk to a male coworker. And she would do this pretty often, where she would send away people who were talking to that male coworker just so she can be the only one to talk to him. And this wasn't just me. This also happened to another coworker who like was also a seasonal hire, and I find that hilarious. Like, I think that's just so funny. Cuz what are you doing with your life that you have to like, especially cuz she used to say that she had a boyfriend. So I think that's weird too. I don't know. That's not really my business. That's not what this video is about. Another weird thing about working in retail is you can also have people be creeps. And when I say people be creeps, I mean your coworkers can be fucking creeps. I had that. I had a coworker who would go around the store looking for me just so that he could talk to me. To the point that he would ask me where my college was, where I lived, and when I would be around those places. I lied. I did not tell him to, like, I couldn't do it. There would be times that he would growl. There would be times that, like, it wasn't even on his shift yet. He wasn't even on his shift. He had just came in like 20 extra minutes early just so that he can look for me to talk to me. There was even a time where they sent him all the way to the end of the other side of the store. I'm near the registers. They sent him to the other side of the store near the door so that he could be a greeter and greet people when they walk in. And you know what he did? Walked all the way away from the door so that he could come talk to me. And people might say, oh, maybe he liked you. I don't think he liked me. He was being creepy. Like, there was a time that I was eating and he kept coming in and out of the room on my break. Coming in and out, in and out, in and out of the room. Like, bro, personal space, please. And there was even a time where I had to pretend like I had both my headsets on so that he would leave me alone. Yeah. And I had went back to that job recently to go get, like, I had to go into the store to pick up a few things. And who is at the door, guys? He is! Of course he's at the fucking door. So I grabbed what I needed, went to the fucking register. I didn't say hi or bye to nobody. I got the fuck up out of there. I was not dealing with him that day. Especially because I'm not working there anymore. So I don't want to make this entire video mainly about this guy, but I really want to bring this awareness. Guys, if your job has let a creep be a creep at their job for many, many years, don't stay there. I'm sorry, just don't. Because that was the case with this guy. This guy had been working there, I think, for 5 years, maybe a little bit more than that. And the female coworkers who has also worked there for a similar amount of time have reported him multiple times and have talked to the managers about it multiple times. But rather than fire him or write him up, they don't. He actually still fucking works there. And right before I was leaving was when I realized it's not just me he does it to. He does it to all the female coworkers, and he has been doing it for many years. So, like I said, if your job has a creep like that, regardless if they're like upper management or they're like a lower employee like you or whatever, don't stay there. Like, if they offer you a permanent position, even if like you really, really, really need the money, something else will come along. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Yeah. So, as I said earlier, this was a seasonal job. I did not be permanent. They actually messed with my days to make me think that they were going to keep me, which is another thing that like also makes no sense, because they had told me that my last day when they were onboarding me was most likely going to be like somewhere around the 15th of January. And I thought it was weird that they had scheduled me for extra days on our scheduling app. And I was like, oh, that must mean they want to keep me then, because look at all the days that they have me scheduled. Guys, they didn't want to keep me. They just wanted to be assholes and make me think that they were going to. Because they didn't end up keeping me. My manager actually ended up taking all of my stuff. Like, she was like, oh, did you grab everything? Are you sure you have everything? Like, just trying to be nice as I'm walking out the door. And she's like, we're just not going to go forward with the process. And we hope that, like, you find a better job. Blah, blah, blah. And let me picture this, guys. I'm looking for a new job on Indeed. Like, a week after, I'm looking for a new job. And as I'm looking, what do I come across? Japanese IKEA hiring retail associate. So they fired all of their seasonal associates who they had told have a chance at getting a permanent position. And rather than train them better, they decided we're going to fire all of them and just look for another one. So, in other words, guys, don't work there. My friends know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say the company's name because I'm not going to get a fucking lawsuit. But if you live in New York, there's like 5 locations. The logo is red. They only use paper bags. And they're known for stationery. So, take that and put that somewhere. Keep that somewhere in your mind vault. So, that was a brief video on my time in retail. What did you guys think about it? Would you work in retail? Like, be honest. In the comments, you could be as honest as you want. If you would work in retail, please explain to me why. If you wouldn't, also good. Explain to me why. If you don't want to at all, okay, that's cool, bro. That's you. But thank you for sticking around if you've stuck around this long. I know I yap a lot, so I would really appreciate it if you guys would stick around. So yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to. Make sure to turn the notifications on so that way whenever I post a new video, you'll be like the first one to see it. And yeah, I hope you have a good day or night. Please take care of yourself, drink water, eat something. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.